What's going on, everybody? It's Jimmy Perry here from powerlifting.website, your go-to resource for all beginning powerlifting information. Give me a minute, my head is cold. Better put my hat on. Sorry about this. Alright, so today I'm here to talk about, give you 5 benefits of the 15 benefits of doing a deadlift. I wrote an article on this and it's going to lift out the other 10 benefits that I put on there and also give you more detail on the first 5 I'm going to give you today or right now. Now, before I get into anything, I want you to know I am not your physician. I am not a doctor, period. I was a college student. I'm a power lifter and businessman. Like, that's what I am. That's not me. But so I do research. I'm obviously a thorough individual. I don't like to give out misinformation. If you find misinformation on something I'm talking about, you correct me. Why? Because that's how things work. That's how people get better. So I don't want you to know this is not the end all be all. Like, you do your own research. You do things. You find things that work for you. If you need more personalized instruction, you find a trainer. You find someone who can help you get to your goal. Obviously, I'm doing this so I can help you, but I know that some people need more personalized experience, and there's tons of good trainers out there. But yeah, so let's get into it. First tip or first benefit of the deadlift is that it's a full body workout. Well, it doesn't work out all the muscles in the body. I don't think there is any one. There probably is one movement that tones all the muscles in the body. I just don't do it because I like the first 3 and I like assistance work. That's me. I don't like BS. Like, I do weighted carries, stuff like that, but I don't like all those. I see people jumping up on the ground and doing all this. Like, it's dumb to me. I don't do it. Why am I doing that? It's a full body workout, but no, that's not me. It's a full body workout which helps with efficiency. It works basically all the muscles in your posterior chain and then like your legs, quads, hamstrings, and then not really quad depending on how you do it. Sumo is quad dependent. I'm pretty sure it is because that's where I feel it, and that's where physicians say that focuses on it's glutes, back like traps, your lats, your forearms obviously because that's the grip. Unless you're using straps, it's a full body workout for the most part. So if you're going for efficiency, and that's what I go for, and you don't want to do a ton of assistance exercises, so if you don't want to do like a bunch of lat pull downs and a bunch of like rows and stuff like that, you can add that in. But if you don't want to do that, you want to do 9-10 movements of workout at the deadlift and add some assistance work, you're good. Obviously go with you, but you're good for the most part. It thickens muscle is 2. Now, I say this because I've noticed on my own self that my back has gotten pretty thick after doing this. I've gotten pretty wide and after doing this, and yeah, it works for me and thickening my muscles. And also a lot of the great bodybuilders, they do the deadlift. Like a lot of the greats, like the thick dudes, you can see all the striations in their muscles. Dudes like cut, like very lean guys, strong, powerful guys at the deadlift. Stand efforting. Ronnie Coleman, he did the deadlift. A lot of powerlifters or bodybuilders did the deadlift. Why? Because they know that it worked. They go back to what works. And if you look at those guys, like Ronnie Coleman, stand efforting, those guys were huge. Like, stand efforting was a beast. He still is a beast. Ronnie Coleman, that dude was a beast. Like, he was huge. And he deadlifted like 800 pounds. Like, strong guys, and they deadlifted for muscle thickness, and if you look at any of their interviews, that's one thing that they pinpoint on. Like no one lifted like I do. Like no one did the heavy deadlift before meets because why? That's the thing. That was one of the things that they felt separated them from the pack, from the herd. You know what I'm saying? Now 3. It's great if you don't like wasting time. I mentioned efficiency already, but if you don't want to do 6 or 9-10 movements in a single day, just add the deadlift thing. You're working a bunch of muscles. You'll develop your core strength. You'll develop your core, core muscle mass. If that makes any sense to you, this is what the deadlift is for. The big 3 movements, they help develop core strength. And obviously they can work for hypertrophy too, depending on the rep range you're doing it. You want to get 6 seconds of a contraction, and you want to put. That's something for a whole totally different post, but it's just more. It's great if you don't like wasting time. 4, your core will be a brick. A brick. Same thing with the squat. It's very core dependent. You need to be able to straighten yourself out, embrace, and push against your. Keep your spine from collapsing in on itself. If that makes any sense, like You want to keep your if you want to, in order to keep your body straight and perform perfect to have good form, your core needs to be tight and powerful, especially when you get to heavy weights. Like, this is one of the reasons why you do not see a lot of, like, I'm sure if you looked at any, like, powerlifter, all these 300 super heavyweight powerlifters, if they lose weight, you'll see that these dudes are jacked. These dudes have, like, cores like walls, like brick walls. If you hit that core, you probably like, oh my god, I broke my wrist. Like, the dudes are, the core is, their cores are in peak, what is it? Peak, whatever. Like, it's at peak, set peak levels. Like, they know that's something to focus on. And since they do a lot of weighted carries, also things that require their abdominal muscles to be in control, and things that require like a neutral spine, their core, like that. That's why it's so powerful. And lastly, this is only 5, like I said. Obviously, the other 10 are going to be in the post. If you want to get to those, click on the link in the description. Lastly, it's easy to program. Like I said, I do my deadlifts, and I know how many deadlifts I do. I do 3 to 5 sets usually, depending on what like the volume is. And then I'll add some assistance work. So like probably like 3 to 4 assistance exercises into my workout. Like, I don't do a lot, because I don't have to. I've already worked the core muscles, and then I just do other movements that focus on those other secondary, like, focus on secondary muscle groups. That works for me. And I found that it works for a lot of other people too. Obviously, I'm not just making stuff up. I go with things that work, that other people like do. It works for other people, and I obviously adapt it to fit my own body. And I do research, and this is where it got me. And I've been improving. So yeah. So like and subscribe to the channel if you like the content that I'm putting out, and I will be producing more content in the future. Visit the article if you want more details on anything that I've talked about here today, and you guys will see me at the next one. Peace.